Okay, this is part 2, which involves gluing the pieces together. Now they've been cut out, we did in the first video. To put the pieces together at an angle rather than end to end. End to end is very, very simple. You simply take the two pieces that you have, you apply a bead of hot glue along the edge. You take the edge that you'd like to adhere it to, press it together, wipe any extra off your finished side, and then hold it in place for a couple of seconds. You get a nice flush seam. To do angles like we want to do here with this elbow piece, you need to adjust one of the pieces to take one of the back edges off so it'll sit at that angle. So what I do is just very unscientifically line the scissors up and cut that back edge off all the way along. And then you have an angled edge all the way across that. And that is going to go here. That's a rather long span, so we're going to just go ahead and apply glue to one half of this. And then again, apply this. I'll say I'm comfortable using the high temp glue. Some people will say that they have more success with the low temp glue, but something like this. Let that dry for just a second. We'll go ahead and apply the rest of that. Remember that this is foam, so if the pieces don't, the edge of the piece doesn't line up, you can push on one or pull on the other to make sure that you actually get the edges to line up. You'll hold that for a second, and then you'll be done. You have that nice angle to the piece. You've now curved the other one. You have a nice clean seam. And then you do the exact same thing. I would put a bead of glue down this edge to reinforce the edge, but then you do the exact same thing for the second piece, where you cut the back edge off. Just a hair there. Should get a nice, even, crisp, blade-like edge on the piece. Then, since this is a shorter run, we'll go ahead and just run it all the way across. And apply this. Again, you gotta kind of move your fingers along it in a couple of different ways to make sure that you have edges lined up. I've made this piece about 3 or 4 times, so I know where the hazards are to that. But then you have one half of your side done. You do the exact same thing over here. Again, you can put a bead of hot glue into each of those seams on the inside so that you can go ahead and reinforce that. But that, in essence, is how I've been building the armor for Make Cosplay Ironman suit.